What's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review Intra-Blast by Nutrabio. And right on the bottle here it says intra-workout amino fuel, boost recovery, boost power and strength, and support hydration. Does it do the job? This is Dave from Mission to Muscle. And not only is recovery, nutrition, and training super important, but the supplements we decide to throw into our regimen. So I'm here to review these supplements, give you guys an idea on what they're good for, how they work, just in case this is something you want to throw into your regimen. So, Intra-Blast by Nutrabio. We're going to jump right into this. This is a blueberry lemonade, and the taste is okay. So this does quench your thirst. It's not a fantastic flavor, which is good for me because intra workouts and EA formulas that I want to sip during my training. I don't want it to taste too good and down it right away. I want to sip it through the whole workout and get the effects and the nutrients that are involved in the product itself. So we're going to get right into this. Right on the top here on the supplement facts I'll put right here, we got one scoop at 22.78 grams, 30 servings. I like that. And a flat level scoop is about 21 grams. So don't throw this on a scale. This is a packed formula. Just do a flat level scoop, a little bit above, you'll be fine. Calories, 5 calories, carbohydrates, 1. Then we jump into the nitty gritty. So most of these ingredients are going to help with hydration. They're minerals, pretty much. We got the only one in the top part of here that's not going to help with hydration is the phosphorus. So we got calcium in Calci-K at 95 milligrams. And calcium is a needed ingredient. And during training, it's useful because it helps the binding effect or the binding action of actin and myosin fibers during your contractions on your muscles there. And basically what that is when a muscle contracts and it becomes shorter and all the signaling and the nerves are firing to actually signal for that contraction, the myosin and actin fibers within the muscle sit on top of each other and they kind of grab each other and notch like this. And what this does is this helps with the binding of the two so they can actually have power as they're contracting. So calcium is an awesome ingredient to have in any intra, pre-workout, or workout formula. Then we got phosphorus at, 82 milligrams. The lighting's not good in here. Now, phosphorus is great for ATP production. This is another ingredient that's found in an ingredient in here called Calci-K. This is a bonded ingredient with calcium, phosphorus, and I believe it's potassium. So a great ingredient. And that's a fantastic ingredient to have in a formula because it's going to help with the production of ATP, which is going to help with the contractions and the power output in the gym. Then we have magnesium at 25 milligrams, and this is dimagnesium malate. And this dimagnesium malate has been shown to increase ATP production. It also helps with the relaxing of the muscles by removing calcium when it's needed. So after the contraction, the muscle can relax. Then we got sodium, which is another calcium removal ingredient that actually will help to remove calcium out of the muscle. This is in the form of sodium phosphate at 50 milligrams. And sodium phosphate has been found in studies to increase endurance in the gym by increasing lung capacity. The more oxygen you take in, the more energy you're going to have. Then we have potassium at 80 milligrams. And this is the last ingredient in the Calci-K. And potassium is a signaling ingredient. So this helps signal the firing of contractions and the process of forming a contraction across the cell membranes. And like I said, a lot of these ingredients are for hydration as well. I just didn't want to throw hydration in. I want to give you guys something more, a takeaway from this video as far as information-wise. Then we got muscle growth EAA Bcaa, and that's at 9.8 grams. I like that dosage. So I like to see EAA formulas or formulations above that 7-gram mark, because you're going to get close to that 3 grams and this of leucine, and this has 3.6 grams of leucine. And this just basically has all the essential amino acids there. And I like EAA formulas. We always say we don't know if they work. They're just part of the regimen, of the bodybuilding regimen. We just take them. We hope they're doing something. But during training, our muscles are breaking down faster and trying to keep up with the rebuilding process. And as they're breaking down, those amino acids that are being broken down sometimes aren't going back into the rebuilding process because they're being used as other forms of energy and rebuilding other than muscles in the body. So Supplementing with EAA formulas, a complete essential amino acid formula, is going to ensure, or hopefully it ensures, that it's going to use these EAAs instead of the EAAs pulling from the muscle itself. So it helps with recovery and endurance in the gym. Then we have L-Glutamine at 5 grams. This is a misunderstood ingredient. Glutamine is the most abundant amino acid in the body, and it does all kinds of different things in the body. And one thing is tissue repair. Now, a long time ago, this was touted as a muscle building ingredient, but there has been no studies whatsoever. And they have shown a few studies that it helps with endurance because L-glutamine in the body on a cellular level helps produce ATP, which is energy. But that was done in endurance athletes. So whether it's going to give you endurance or not in the gym, I don't know. I don't mind it being in there because it does have some intestinal and gut health by helping keeping the intestinal wall basically healthy. So I have no problem with anything that's going to help with the gut. So being in there, don't care. It's cheap, probably. Didn't cost that much to put in there. Don't mind it. Then we got strength and performance matrix. We got betaine and hydrous at 2 grams. And this is this is one of my favorite ingredients because it helps with homeostasis in the body. So if you can keep your body balanced in a healthy manner during training, it's going to help with glucose uptake, insulin sensitivity, which is very, very important for staying lean and building muscle. And the other thing it's been touted as what helps with liver enzymes, but it's also been touted as spiking muscle protein synthesis and also with the creation or helping the body naturally create creatine. The only thing is, so this turns into an amino acid, which is an essential amino acid, which is, where is it here? Methionine. So this turns into methionine in the body. The methionine doesn't directly increase muscle protein synthesis, nor does it help with creatine production in the body. But with the help of other amino acids, it will help with muscle protein synthesis and increase creatine production. So that's just one of those things that I read a long time ago and I wanted to make clear, just in case you guys are reading, like, let's say, Jim Stepani's articles where he says it increases muscle protein synthesis. A lot of this stuff that they have out there as far as information from either supplement companies or some of these guys that sell products, they're going to tell you something like that to make it sound like it does more than it really does. But you need those other amino acids in order for this to have those functional effects. Then we have L-ornithine HCl at 1 gram. Great ingredient because this is good for fatigue. And it also has been shown in studies with the help of L-arginine and a few other amino acids to increase natural production of growth hormone. So it's always a good thing. Then we have an electrolyte and hydration optimizer. We got taurine. It's an antioxidant, and this has been shown to actually balance hydration on a cellular level. So it keeps hydration balanced, whether we're taking in a lot of water or less water. It's going to keep those cells hydrated and functionable. It also has some blood flow effects, some GDA effects as far as delivering nutrients into the muscles, anti-cramping because of all these other actions. Very good ingredient. So I like it. 1 gram or 2 grams isn't bad. Then we got the CalCK at 525 milligrams. And we already went over the calcium, phosphate, and potassium matrix on the top. Then we have sodium phosphate, 157 milligrams. And pretty much already went over sodium phosphate, which helps with oxygen uptake and lung capacity on its own. Then we got dimagnesium malate, 140 milligrams. We went over that with the magnesium on the top, helps with ATP production. So we got Intra-Blast by Nutrabio. How did it do? What can you experience on a product like this? So a lot of the experiences that someone might have on a product like this is with the increased power and strength, the hydration and all that stuff. All depends on what you might be lacking in. So you could be lacking in calcium and notice more power and strength in your contractions. You could be lacking in phosphorus, and magnesium, malate, which you could notice more energy picked up, underlying energy. So this is not going to give you like caffeine type energy. And the EAAs, you can notice more recovery depending on how your diet is and how your body's utilizing all these EAAs. So there's not much that I can say about a formula like this, on how it hit, how it delivered, because to be honest with you, I always take an EAA formula or an intra-EAA formula like this during my workouts, and I didn't really notice much of a difference. I always feel hydrated. I pound through workouts an hour and a half. I have no problem, sweat my ass off, and feel fine afterwards. So in my opinion, these are great if you train hard and long to have in your supplement regimen, whether it's this one or another one that's similar to this. And the reason why I go over the ingredients is because I want you guys to understand the ingredients. So if you're looking for a formula like this, some of these ingredients on there, you could be like, oh, I want to have some calcium in mine because, that might be something I'm lacking. And you look at your diet, you don't take any milk in, no dairy, no nothing like that. So calcium would help you. So I hope this helps. I hope I gave you guys some information as far as a takeaway on this. Flavor was good. It's a decent formula. Nutrabio is an awesome company. They deliver really good quality. So it is a quality supplement. I can tell you that right now. I will check to see if any of my affiliates carry this, and if they do and I have a discount code, I'll throw it down below just in case it's something you're interested in. Other than that, I'm here to deliver information. I hope I helped, and I'm going to finish up this video with Intra-Blast by Nutrabio. I'm going to get on with my day. You guys have a fantastic day yourselves. We'll see you next time on the channel.